In this video, we're going to tell you why you need to make a YouTube short right now. Because if you don't, it's too late. Very simple question. Have you made a YouTube short yet? If you have, how's it worked out for you? If you haven't, tell us why not in the comments below. You probably don't know who this guy is, but he's actually very important to all of us as creators because he is the Chief Product Officer at YouTube and he goes by the name of Neil Mohan. In a recent post on the YouTube official blog, which I'll link to just below the like button, he said the following. In the coming weeks, we'll begin expanding the YouTube Shorts beta to the US, unlocking our tools to even more creators so they can get started with Shorts. What I understand this to mean is that finally, creators in the US will have access to this button within the YouTube app that will allow you to make YouTube Shorts with similar TikTok-style camera features. Up until now, creators who don't have this feature could make YouTube Shorts, but they had to do it manually. And so if you want to make a YouTube Short right now and not have to wait for that button, you can watch this full explainer video over here. And now for a tiny pop quiz. Have a guess how many YouTube Shorts views there are on the platform every single day already. Pregnant pause. 3.5 billion. That's right, every 3 days there are more YouTube Shorts views than there are people on this planet. And the rough maths tells us that there are more than 100 billion monthly YouTube Shorts views. Need I remind you at this point that all of this is still in beta? Let's play another fun little pop quiz. How many YouTube Shorts videos do you think there are already out there? Pregnant pause. At least 4.6 million. And a final little game, how many creators do you think there are dabbling in YouTube Shorts? Pregnant pause. At least 650,000. You can find this information for yourself by typing in #shorts in the YouTube search bar. The top results will take you to this landing or pivot page and it shows you how many videos and channels are using #shorts. I must confess I don't know over what period of time all of this is and it doesn't include videos that don't use that hashtag, but in summary there are a lot of views, a lot of videos and a lot of channels already making YouTube Shorts. Including ourselves. Yes, we're still in a list. So you should know where I'm going with all of this by now, right? The arguably greatest opportunity on YouTube for a creator in the last decade, this YouTube Shorts gold rush, is about to turn into a very long, very hard, very competitive slog if it isn't already. I want to take you back to 6 months ago, before YouTube Shorts even had a name and what we said about it then. It is clear that YouTube is experimenting with short form content, given that they are now dedicating an entire shelf of the video watch page to short form vertical videos. To be clear, these are YouTube videos, not stories. You have to scroll a long way through this list to get to actual YouTube stories. Now, given YouTube's traditional widescreen video format and the fact that we as creators over the last decade have been conditioned to make longer videos, this is somewhat of a revelation. To think that you could make a YouTube video under a minute in vertical video format or a YouTube story and have it appear this high up in suggested videos makes me start to wonder where YouTube may go with all of this. And the rumours have been rampant for a while now. YouTube are reportedly working on something that will actually rival TikTok as opposed to what we currently experience with YouTube stories. Of course, YouTube are always testing things and stories took over a year to finally get to where it is now. Surely with the uncertainty surrounding TikTok, YouTube has to strike before the end of the year. And if YouTube do release some sort of TikTok rival that is available to all creators, you need to be ready for it. Consider this vidIQ's don't say we didn't warn you moment. Start experimenting with short form video content. It's here to stay, YouTube is experimenting with it, and I think there are going to be some creators who seize on that moment and build huge channels very, very quickly. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty smug right now. There's only one channel you need to check out to prove this prediction. In September of 2020, Jake Feldman had 40,000 total channel views. Then he started making 3D animation Among Us shorts. Now he has over 3 million subscribers and, incredibly, nearly 2 billion views. According to TubeFilter, Jake Feldman now gets more views per week than Ryan's World. And he did that in a little over 4 months making YouTube shorts. If you want to learn more about Jake Feldman's story, we did a case study over here, but every time I mention his numbers, I require a pregnant pause just to process it all. There are plenty more examples out there, including Mr. Beast himself, who's started a shorts channel. TikTokers who have transitioned to YouTube Shorts, well-established professional YouTube channels such as the Legal Eagle, and members of the vidIQ community who have watched our videos, posted comments, made shorts, and experienced explosive growth. All of these creators have made it on YouTube Shorts, which is fantastic for them, but terrible news for you, because the secret is out. More and more creators are experimenting with YouTube Shorts, experiencing huge growth, and that's going to lead to more and more competition, and the opportunity is going to continue to shrink. Hello? Where have I gone? Up until now, this Shorts logo has been a rare sighting, and YouTube haven't really promoted Shorts too much. They've just thrown it onto the app and let creators play around with it. But the moment Americans see this button in their YouTube app, it's going to change everything. Forget about 3.5 billion views, 4 million videos, 500,000 channels. The numbers are probably going to double, if not more. If you want to get ahead of this YouTube Shorts game, you have to act now. Because if you don't, it's going to be just as hard to grow a channel on YouTube Shorts as it is a traditional YouTube channel in 2021. We told you so 6 months ago. It happened. We're telling you again. Act now in the next week, if not days, because a mass American audience is about to discover YouTube Shorts. And to leverage YouTube Shorts, we've got a couple of vidIQ tools that are going to help you do just that. First, let's go to my favorite vidIQ tool, the real-time stats bar. If you mouse over the numbers, you will now see a new metric dedicated to YouTube Shorts views on your channel over the last 48 hours. Click the checkbox to add it to the stats bar. Next up, we have the most viewed tool. What you want to do here is search for hashtag shorts and then filter by channels under 1,000 subscribers. And this will show you all of the small channels on YouTube crushing it with shorts. Take this creator, for example, with 200 subscribers. They've made a simple Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS5 video that's got 20,000 views. That might be something worth investigating if you're a gamer yourself. Now then, earlier on, I said that this YouTube Shorts gold rush was coming to an end. And you might respond with, this isn't a gold rush because you can't monetize YouTube Shorts. And you are correct. Right now. Let's be honest about this. YouTube isn't doing this for free. Eventually, they're going to figure out how to monetize YouTube Shorts, and all of these well-established channels are going to start raking it in big time. And with all of that being said, YouTube Shorts, what are you going to do? Alright then, you've joined me for the secret ending. What I want to do is get this video up to 10 minutes for no reason whatsoever, since we don't monetize our content and mid-roll ads can be done at 8 minutes. But yeah, I thought I'd play a little game with you. And how I'm going to get it up to 10 minutes is by giving you a minute's worth, a YouTube Shorts worth, of pregnant pauses and different facial expressions. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get this started in 3, 2, 1. This is a long minute, isn't it? And my time's up. Thanks. This is going to ruin my watch time.